We got a lot to talk about and not enough time to talk about it. I'm gonna tell you this right now, as a big time Minnesota Viking fan. You know what I'm saying? As a big time Minnesota Viking fan, I feel some type of way. There's certain things that's going on with the Vikings that I'm not feeling at all. But we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna keep it real over here on My Sports Vibes. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. God bless to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. We are here. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at this very moment, and we're going to talk about everything we need to talk about. NFL talk with your boy, Mike Sports Vibes. Mike Tomlin. We're going to start with the Mike Tomlin news because, listen, as a Viking fan, you know, he used to be our defensive coordinator, and Mike Tomlin is a great coach, and him stepping down from the Steelers is a big deal. Shout out to my guy, Mike, in the building. Salute to my guy. Mike is in the building. Salute to my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Like the Brian Flores stuff, man. The Brian Flores news. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was literally talking about this on my live stream earlier today. I said, and someone actually brought this up. I don't know who it was. They was like, what if Mike Tomlin goes to the Ravens and John goes to the Steelers? Wouldn't that be crazy, right? Just imagine that happening. Imagine John said, I'm going to stick it to the Ravens. And Mike Tomlin was like, okay, and I'm going to stick it to the Steelers. Y'all want to get rid of me? You know what I mean? What if that happens? What if they just trade coaches and just be like, all right, Mike Tomlin goes to the Ravens? That would be crazy, right? And I think Mike Tomlin would make that Ravens team into a Super Bowl contender literally overnight. I'm just being honest with you. And I'm going to be honest with you with the Steelers. John going to the Steelers, I think the Steelers will be a good team as well. I'm just saying, maybe sometimes new scenery is the best thing for coaches and players. Sometimes the same thing gets old after a while. Like 19-year run with the Steelers. He got one Super Bowl. I'm not going to bring up his overall record. He didn't miss the playoffs one time in his career being let me take that back. He had a winning record every single year for 19 seasons with the Steelers, which is awesome, right? That's consistent. If you want to talk about a consistency, that's consistent. But the one thing about the Steelers is they don't want to just win. I mean, they don't want to just win regular season. They want to win in the postseason. I understand he got one Super Bowl, but he's like, yo, they like fan base. I got the temperature for some Steeler fans, right? They're like, yes, he's a good coach, but we want to win a Super Bowl more. I understand that. But man, listen, I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring my team up when it comes to that. But what I will say is this. Be careful what y'all wish for. Be careful what you wish for because Mike Tomlin is a heck of a coach. And you not appreciating what he's doing with your franchise, I'm telling you, he's going to get a job ASAP with another team. I don't know who it's going to be. Now, there's so many jobs open, so many openings. My boy said Brian Flores. Oh, I can't hear everyone. Oh, Vibes, can y'all hear me? Hold on, give me a thumbs up or you can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me real quick. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? I hear you. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, just making sure. Y'all can hear me. Okay, just making sure because I see in the comments saying, okay. All right. We just making sure. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. So, you can hear me. Cool. All right. So, man, this Brian Flores being the coach being the defensive coordinator for the Vikings, I'm going to give you my percentage of it now. Like, listen, it's a 95% chance he going, a 5% chance he's staying. Unless the whole NFL is still mad at him and he's a good behind coach. Whatever team he goes to, I think he's going to the Ravens, to be honest with you. Maybe even the Giants. Whatever team he goes to, that team's going to be pretty darn good. I'm telling y'all right now. Any team that John goes to, any team that Mike Tomlin goes to, I'm telling you. Honestly, I don't know where Mike Tomlin is going, but I will look at that Ravens job as well. That Ravens job is such a good job, in my opinion, because you got to think of it. You got an MVP quarterback. You got some dogs on that defense, and Mike Tomlin loves defense. Of course, Brian Flores loves his defense. Listen, a few players or two on that defense, I don't want to say it's going to be a wrap, but that AFC North Division is going to be shaken up. I'm telling y'all right now. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, who's going to be the coach to replace John or Mike, but I'm telling you, so I got a feeling. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, would they do that? Would the Ravens owners be like, okay, I'm okay with a Mike Tomlin being my coach? I don't know, but I think they should definitely consider it. I would. You know, Mike Tomlin going every time he goes against the Steelers. Yeah, you know it's going to be some fireworks. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. We got Angel, we got Prize, we got Ben, we got TB in the building. What's going on, everybody? We in here. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Flores to Pittsburgh. That could be a one right there. That's a good one. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. Flores is going to have to pick. Yes, I'm telling you, Flores it's a 95% chance he's gone. So I don't know, man. I'm still trying to keep a little bit of hope, but I think the man's gone. B-Flow for president. Mike, where you think he's going? He goes and what up, bro? I think he's going to the Ravens, and I'm going to be honest with you. The Ravens job is the most valuable job right now because of Lamar Jackson. I like Pittsburgh. That's a great franchise to be a coach, but the Ravens franchise right now, they got better overall team. You don't got to do too much reworking with that franchise. With the Steelers, you need a franchise quarterback. You don't know who your quarterback is going to be. With the Giants, you're not sure about Jackson Dart. With the Browns, you're still questioning Shadir Sanders. And you don't know about their ownership, right? You're not sure about Shadir. Not saying that Shadir can't play, but you're not sure about them. What's another job? What's another job that's available? Did I hear something about the Commanders? That's another. If I'm not sure if they fired their head coach, but if the Commanders fired their head coach, that's another good opportunity right there for Flores or Mike Tomlin or John or whatever. Like I'm telling you, but the most valuable franchise right now, if I was a coach, a good coach looking for a team, I'm going Ravens number one. And because you don't have to do too much. I don't know what they picking in the draft. I don't know how much money when it comes to their sap, how much money they have to spend. But I'm going with the dang on Ravens. And you said, yeah, and I'm good, bro. God is good. Give glory to God. I'm here talking to my YouTube family. Appreciate everybody that's in the building. Appreciate it. Make sure if you haven't already, Super Hawk, smash that like button. And also hit the subscribe button. We're going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing to one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And we're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. Now, let's get to the Mike Tomlin. I'm just going to read this article by Brooke Pryor. I think that's how you say her name, but I had to give her credit. So she said, Mike Tomlin has stepped down as Pittsburgh Steelers head coach, ending a 19-year run during which he never had a losing season. Tomlin is not expected to coach elsewhere in 2026, sources told ESPN Adam Schefter. I think that's cap. Unless Tomlin is just done with coaching, I think that's cap. I think Mike Tomlin is going to want to go to another team. But we'll see. You know, I don't know what his personal life is. He might got a family and NFL's a lot of work, man. Being a coach is a lot of work. Being a head coach is a lot of work. So he might want to just be done. Who knows? But we'll see. The Steelers announced Tomlin's decision Tuesday afternoon, saying his track record will likely never be duplicated. Wow. Tomlin said in a statement that he decided to step down after much thought and reflection. A new scenery, I'm telling you. He goes to the Ravens. Yeah, he might go to the NFC. He might be like, I want to get out the whole AFC. I want to go to the NFC, which would be a good look for him. And this is what Mike Tomlin said, I believe. This organization has been a huge part of my life for many years, and it has been an absolute honor to lead this team, he said. I am deeply grateful to the Rooney family and the late Ambassador Rooney for their trust and support. I am also thankful to the players who gave everything they had every day, and to the coaches and staff whose commitment and dedication made this journey so meaningful. I like that, man. I want to also thank Steelers Nation. Your passion, loyalty, and high expectations represent what makes this franchise truly special. Coaching in Pittsburgh is unlike anywhere else, and I will always take great pride in having been a steward of this team. Wow, man. 20 years pretty much, man. Hey, listen, man. Respect to Mike Tomlin. And like I said, never had a losing season. And that speaks volumes of what kind of coach he is. And it speaks volumes when it comes to the franchise, the ownership of the Steelers. And the players always fought for him. There was never a year where you're like, oh, the Steelers just suck. They have no chance to make it to the playoffs. Since he's been the coach, I haven't heard it. I haven't seen it. So that's consistent. Good coaching in my eyes. He did get a Super Bowl out of it as well. And I always say, once you get to the playoffs, you're definitely a contender. Tomlin, who has 2 years remaining on his contract, informed Steelers players of his decision to walk away at their 2 p.m. Eastern meeting Tuesday, one day after Pittsburgh was eliminated from the playoffs with a 30-6 loss to the Texans in the AFC wildcard round. All right, so this is what also Tomlin said. During our meeting today, Tomlin said, informed me, hold up, during Coach Tomlin informed, I don't know who he's talking to. He's talking to, during the meeting today, Coach Tomlin informed me, I think he's talking to the GM. I don't know, the GM is saying this. But anyway, let me just say what I'm about to say. Like, I just feel like this is a good coach that he's 53 years old. I think he'll get another job easily if he was to want to be a coach. I mean, who's going to say no, right? What franchise, if they're looking for a coach, is going to say no to Mike Tomlin? Name a franchise. I don't think there's a franchise that will say no. Same with John. I think John is another good coach that's out there. It's crazy how all these coaches are not on their team anymore. John and Mike Tomlin is literally out there. Brian Flores is literally out there. And that's just to name a couple. We didn't even start talking about the coordinators for the Bills, the offensive coordinator for the Bills, the defensive coordinator for the Texans. We didn't talk about the Broncos defensive coordinator. We didn't talk about the Patriots offense and defensive court. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, these teams that's in the playoffs, that's deep in the playoffs, they're going to lose their coordinators, y'all. Some of these dudes are going to be coaches. This is the greatest coaching bag that you could pick from in so many years. And as a Viking fan, I'm not saying to fire Kevin O'Connell because I know they're not going to do it. But if I was if I was the owner of the Vikings right now, Kevin O'Connell, you can't call plays. We're going to go get us an offensive coordinator. Straight up. That's the number one thing I'm saying. You ain't being the offensive coordinator. If I'm not if I can't call plays, I mean, he's the head coach. I'm talking about play caller. I mean, if I'm the head coach, I make the decision if I'm the play caller or not. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully speaking, if you don't want to listen to what I'm saying, you can skedaddle, you can hasta luego, and get the stepping. Because at the end of the day, our play calling has been horrible for this whole entire season. There's no reason why we have the 3rd overall defense in total rank in total defense, and we make the playoffs. And our offense was ranked like 29th all season long. That is a disgrace to the Vikings organization. I don't care what nobody says, especially when you're an offensive-minded head coach. You need to have a play caller, straight up. And I can't believe all these great coaches are available. And guess what? The Vikings ain't a part of it because we ain't going to get rid of Kevin O'Connell. Not saying that we should, but I don't know, man. When you see a Mike Tomlin and a John on the – listen, bro. I don't know. Listen. I'm not saying fire Kevin O'Connell, but my gosh, listen, this is the best year you're going to get a coach, though. If you was to get rid of Kevin O'Connell, this is the best year. You could pick all these good coaches, great coaches. Imagine Mike Tomlin being the coach of the Vikings. Imagine John being the coach of the Vikings. Imagine Flores being the coach of the Vikings. I'm just saying, y'all. Fire crazy, man. I hope. Vikes should hire him. Oh my goodness, Kevin been fired. Oh, he been fired. Okay, I said it earlier to you about Tomlin going to the right. Yeah, you said it earlier. Yeah, right. My boy Bray Forever was like, yo, imagine they switch him. John going to the Steelers, and Mike Tomlin going to the Ravens. I don't know if that I don't think that's happening, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens look at Tomlin. I don't know about the Steelers looking at John. I think the Steelers they're looking to completely rebuild. I think that's what's going on. And like I said, this was the last like, oh, we're gonna try to go all the way in and try to win a Super Bowl this year because they went for Aaron Rodgers. You know, Aaron Rodgers ain't staying on that team. So that's another player that's gonna be on the free I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say he's the same Aaron Rodgers of old. He's gonna be a year older, but he was solid. He could potentially be a backup quarterback, but man, this is crazy. Crazy day in the NFL. Everybody that's in the building, if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. And also, we going live for primetime games as well. And also, we having good vibes over here on this channel. And also, we going to talk that talk and keep it real on this channel. And also, you know the vibes over here. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Two Evil said, fire crazy. I wish we could. I said this earlier. Yep, I read that. Yeah, thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Do not be scared to comment and talk that talk. I'd much rather hire Tomlin over Harbaugh, especially since demands his buddy to become the GM too. Oh, wow. I'm demoting Kevin O'Connell. Listen, some Viking fans don't want to hear that, bro. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's so many coaches available, and we just getting started. This offseason, this playoff's been amazing. This offseason is going to be crazy, bro. I don't know what they're going to do. They got to figure something out with the GM, with Quasi. Thank you for reminding me about that too, Evil, because I'm nervous about the draft. As much as I'm excited about the draft, I'm nervous about the 2026 NFL draft because Quasi is going to be picking. And I am trying to be positive. I'm trying to be optimistic, but I don't trust it because at the end of the day, listen, actions speak louder than words, and his actions and all the talk is loud, but them actions with the picks haven't worked out. And I'm just keeping it real. Now, Kevin O'Connell would quit before he let exactly. Yeah, exactly. Go Bills. Yeah, the Bills got a chance, brother. Shout out to you, bro. To Chris Farrell's in the building. Shout out to you, Chris Farrell, in the building. Rodgers can complete the Brett Favre experience and go. Yo, it might happen. But I hope not. I say that respectfully speaking. It's JJ McCarthy all day, every day. It's JJ McCarthy all day. Nah, I hope the best for JJ McCarthy. I hope that he gets an opportunity. But honestly, I don't believe that Kevin O'Connell wants him to be the coach. I said it once. I'm saying it again. I don't believe Kevin O'Connell wants JJ McCarthy to be the quarterback of this team. He doesn't. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm right about this. Patriots going all the way. Patriots have a good chance. My opinion, Tomlin was the best coach in the NFL. I've been saying this for years. He's one of the best coaches. I think the best coach for me is I think it goes Andy Reid number one. Like I'm talking about like right now, I think Andy Reid's the best coach. And then I mean, of course, Mike Tomlin didn't have a Patrick Mahomes, but you can't knock Andy Reid for he's the one that developed them. Great play caller. One of the best offensive-minded head coaches in the NFL. I think it goes Andy Reid number one. And I think Mike Tomlin's definitely top three when it comes to best coaches right now as coaching in the NFL. When you talk about consistent winning every single year, that's Mike Tomlin. That's Mike Tomlin. Even Andy Reid had a losing season this year. I'm just saying. But the thing about the difference, and I got to say this, though, Andy Reid got them 3 Super Bowls, man. He got them 3 Super Bowls, bro. And the offense always looks on point. If it wasn't for the bad wide receiver play this year, bro, they drop in wide open passes. Patrick Mahomes is such a good quarter. I get why people hate on Patrick Mahomes, right? Because he keeps winning and he's a good quarterback. You usually hate on good quarterbacks, right? I was watching some of his games this year, bro. His wide receivers stink. I don't want to say stink. I'm trying to be respectful. They just not that good. And then on top of that, it's the same thing with my boy Josh Allen. Yo, Josh Allen, one of the best quarterbacks in the game. His wide receivers ain't all that, bro. His wide receivers ain't all that. You give Josh a number one wide receiver right now, it's going to be a different story. I would have him favored to beat anybody in the AFC this year. But I don't trust the wide receivers, and I don't trust the defense, and that's why I'm going on a whole nother direction right now with this conversation. But like, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Yeah, I get it. That's what I just said. Andy just went. I get it. But when you take, all right, he did lose his quarterback. Patrick Mahomes got hurt. I know they probably were almost out of it prior to Patrick Mahomes hurting himself, but getting hurt, I mean. But at the same time, he got them 3 Super Bowls, bro. He got 3 Super Bowls. And when's the last time they missed the dang playoffs, bro? So, I mean, I get it. This was one season. You're going to have a bad season here and there. See, no, there's not many Mike Tomlins. Mike Tomlins is consistently having a good record every year. But just because you have a good record every year, what are you doing in the postseason? I'm just being honest. Most of the time, the Chiefs are getting to the AFC Championship game, y'all. And if they don't get to the AFC Championship game, they're getting to the Super Bowl. It's crazy how consistent that franchise has been since Andy Reid has been the head coach. They're making the playoffs, even with Alex Smith. Do y'all remember when they had Alex Smith? He got hurt. Patrick Mahomes finally got an opportunity. I'm just saying. Steelers held it on the bench too long and never recovered. Yeah, they held on. They didn't develop a quarterback behind them. I agree with that. I'll take Andy Reid career over Tomlin. Yeah, of course, because of the Super Bowls. But I don't want to knock Tomlin. He's a good coach, but we're talking about the best coach in the NFL right now. And I think that's Andy Reid. Respectfully to everybody that might think Tomlin is the best. I mean, he's definitely up there. You can't name three coaches that's better than Tomlin, I don't think. I mean, can you name 3 coaches better than Tomlin right now? You know what I mean? He's probably a top 3 coach right now, top 5 at least. At the very least, top 5. If he's below top 5, you're just hating. Whoever hated Drew Brees, who can hate Drew Brees? Damn straight, Mike. Yeah, bro. What's going on with Addison? Oh, yeah, we're going to get to Addison real shortly. But I just want to talk about Mike Tomlin. But yes, if you're a Viking fan and you see all these great coaches, what are we going to do, y'all? Hey, listen, what we going to do? Y'all? All right, now let's get to the Addison. Mike Tomlin needs help management, 1 quarterback, 2 players. Yeah, offense and defense. Yeah, I agree. Happy Tuesday, Daniel. What's good? It's hard to keep a job for 19 years. Yes, in the NFL, definitely. What does someone say? NFL stands for not for long, right? Some people say that. So for him to last 19 years on one team, I got to do my research, but I don't know any modern day coach right now that's been on one team for 19 straight seasons. So I'm just being honest. Yeah. Yes, they had 3 since 1969. That's why I feel like the Steelers is a good franchise, because they don't just get rid of their coaches right away. You know what I mean? If they're good. Let me just say that. If they're good. You know what I mean? They have the excuse if they're not good. But you don't just keep a coach just because, you know what I mean? You got to get rid of him if he's not doing a good job. Especially with a franchise that got, how many Super Bowls the Steelers got? Like 6, 7 Super Bowls in their history. Especially for a franchise that got like 6 Super Bowls. So you're not going to just keep anybody. But let me get to the Jordan Addison news. If you're a Viking fan, by the way, everybody in the building, hit the like button, so we can get this out there. See if we can get 20 likes. Man, if you're a Viking fan and you heard about the Jordan Addison news, if you haven't heard, you're about to hear now. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Vikings Jordan Addison charged with trespassing after arrest, right? And I'm not getting to the statistics when it comes to Jordan Addison, when it comes to like his production on the field. We know, if you know, you know. He's a good wide receiver for the most part. He's a touchdown machine for the most part. This year was down season for all the wide receivers because of play calling and quarterback play. But prior to this season, Jordan Addison was amazing, right? But the problem with him, and I feel like he's battling something mentally. He got something going on. I don't know if it's the people around him, but people be thinking money solves all your problems. Money can make your problems a lot more. Let me say that one more time for the people that's in the back. People think money can solve all your problems, but money can make the situation even 10 times worse, 100 times worse. When you had problems potentially, right, before you got the bag in the NFL, and I'm not saying he did, but something just don't seem right. Something don't seem right. Prayers to that young man, Jordan Addison. Yeah, more money, more problems. That's a fact. I just don't understand it, but I get it too, because like I said, sometimes money can make an issue 10 times worse. I think he got something mentally going on with him. I think that he needs some help. Prayers to him. I'm not going to drag the man, but I will say that he needs to get help. And I feel like this as a Viking fan, prayers to Jordan Addison. But I say this respectfully. We got to make sure we let him go. We got to release him. Like real talk. Because we want to create a positive, good culture in Minnesota. Let me say that one more time. We want to have a positive, great culture in Minnesota, and we're not tolerating nonsense. We're not tolerating year after year, this man is getting into some sort of trouble from driving 140 miles per hour and like a 60 mile per hour highway or whatever, or was it 650? I don't know. He was driving 140 miles per hour and then had the excuse to say something about his dog. His dog was sick or something. I don't know, something crazy. Listen, you don't drive 140 miles per hour, bro. That is crazy. What are you doing? This ain't no Fast and the Furious. Too fast, too furious, act the fool. Like this isn't no Fast and the Furious. What are we doing? You driving 140 miles per hour. If you crash, bro, you're risking your life and you're risking everybody else's life that is around you. You ain't driving 100 and you probably swerving through traffic. You can't really turn that well when you driving 140 miles per hour on a highway. So that's one thing. The other thing, he was on the interstate. I don't know if it was in LA or wherever he was. He was passed out on the highway, blocking traffic, passed out, left his. I just don't understand it, man. Something got to give. That was a situation. And then it was another situation this season, in the middle of the season, where the team couldn't find him. He missed practice. I mean, how much more? And this is why I feel like there's something that he's battling. And I'm not trying to give this man excuses, but I really feel like this man needs prayer, because I think it's deeper than football. It's deeper than just money. Something going on with him personally. Something going on with him. He needs help. But the Vikings need to let that man go. Sometimes, like I said, money can make a problem 10 times worse, 100 times worse. It's crazy. Crazy work, man. Crazy work. Wow, my Bears came back from 18. Yup. Bears look good, man. Shout out to Break Forever. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. Mark said, Noble, we punish him by demoting them to third string, bring Naylor in his number two till his contract is up. I don't think that's gonna work. I do not think it's gonna work, bro. Like demoting him is not gonna work. Because at the end of the day, you can make him your third string. Guess who's the better wide receiver? It's Jordan Addison. He's super talented. Whoever the quarterback is, whether it's J.J. McCarthy, whoever it is, listen, they're going to go to Jordan Addison over Jalen Naylor, in my honest opinion. So he might be on paper the third string, but if he's on that field, guess what? He's going to be the second string behind Justin Jefferson. And on top of that, when you think about like Jordan Addison, he will be suspended. I don't know how many games he'll be suspended for. Honestly, I just want the Vikings to release him. It ain't my money. So, of course, it's easier said than done. Like me, I'm releasing him. You know what I mean? I want a better culture for Minnesota. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. Skull. Mike, he said Minnesota has a good owner, unlike the Dolphins, whose owner hijacked the logo and won't give it back. Oh, wow. What about AJ Brown to the Vikings? No. AJ Brown, I wouldn't want AJ Brown. He doesn't fit the culture, man, in my honest opinion. Like, I like AJ Brown, but he the type of dude, his team will be winning by like 30, and he will be cussing out the dang on head coach because he didn't get the ball on one play. No. And I said this earlier in the live stream. Like earlier this morning, I went live. I said, yo, I like AJ Brown. For you to be complaining the way you complain on the sideline and about to fight your head coach in a playoff game, get your head in the game, AJ Brown. You was dropping passes. You was dropping dimes from Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts threw you a few dimes and you dropped like 4 passes, bro, against the Niners. That's why y'all went home, because you was dropping passes. You're part of the issue. And then when you're trying to fight on the sideline, bro, I don't think it's going to work with the Vikings. I don't think he will work with the Vikings. I just don't. Like, you have to have more discipline mentally when it comes to you're in the middle of a playoff game and you're messing up the energy. You're messing up the vibe. Get your head in the game, AJ Brown. You're one of the best wide receivers in the game, and you acting crazy, bro. How many times have you seen AJ Brown blow up on the sideline and about to fight a player or a coach on the team? And I'm not even an Eagles fan. If I was an Eagles fan, I'm getting rid of AJ Brown ASAP. Straight up. You ain't no dang on Terrell Owens. I was comparing him to Terrell Owens. Like, you know how Terrell Owens would say his stuff, but he was debatably the best wide receiver in the game. You know what I mean? Or definitely 1 or 2. AJ Brown is good, but he ain't built like that. And they still got rid of Terrell Owens. So if you could get rid of Terrell Owens, if teams could get rid of Randy Moss, listen, you ain't on that level, bro. You're not a Terrell Owens. You're not a Randy Moss. You're not an all-time great wide receiver. You're a good wide receiver, but you're not on that level. And you acting like you are, bro. If your team is in the middle of a playoff, that's the wrong time to blow up on the sideline, bro. Make the catch and do your part to win the game. Instead of complaining and crying on the sideline, brother, make the dang on catch. Stop thinking about running before you catch the ball. And maybe y'all would have won. You just as you're going to get blamed just like everybody else because you were dropping passes. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Mikey, you're right about we can't get anything in a trade for him. Now we should have traded him before this. And I made a video about this and people was telling me he's too talented. Yes, he's too talented. He's talented. I agree. But at some point, you got to pick the culture of your team. You got to pick your complete team over one player. That goes for any player. Bro. You got to pick your team over one player. And what makes it crazy is your best wide receiver is not even him. Your best wide receiver is Justin Jefferson, so it's easier to get rid of Jordan Addison because you have a Justin Jefferson. It's not like you don't have a Justin Jefferson on your team. Now you can't get rid of him because ain't nobody going to want him. You probably couldn't even get a 7th-round pick for him, and I say that respectfully because you don't know what he's going to do in the offseason. Every single offseason, this man is getting into something. It's unacceptable. You don't want issues that can. Yes, exactly. We come with Brown. Yes. Yo, Mike, what you like to be in Super Bowl? Oh, yo, who do you like? Oh, who you like? I got so many different predictions, opinions about this, man. I think I'm gonna have to wait to the AFC Championship game because it's so hard to choose. I keep going back and forth between the Bears and the Rams. I keep going back and forth between the Texans and Patriots. I'm leaning towards the Patriots, but then I feel like the Texans defense is so elite, but I just don't feel like the Texans defense is going to be able to slow. Listen, Patriots offense is way better than Steelers offense. They're not going to be held to 6 points for 3 quarters. So CJ Stroud will have to bring his A game. This is the thing about the Texans. CJ Stroud, if he doesn't turn the ball over and he has a better game, the Texans are just so hard to beat, bro, because of that dang defense. And CJ Stroud got to step his game up. It's so hard to choose these games, man. Like, I don't know who's going to win any of these games. I think the Patriots are going to win, but I don't know. I think the Rams will beat the Bears, but I really don't know. Yeah, man. I don't know. Bills versus Broncos. Whew. See, that's another tough game. You know, I'm a Josh Allen guy. So I don't know what to do. I have no clue. But I just know how good that defense is for the Broncos. And to be honest with you, Bo Nix don't get enough credit. I think Bo Nix is a very undervalued as a quarterback, in my opinion. I'm talking about like for everybody that's not a Broncos fan, people would be like, "Oh, he's just a game manager. A game manager can get you a dang on Super Bowl with that type of defense, and ain't nothing wrong with a game manager." And also, I seen Bo Nix make some great plays during the season, and the thing about it is, he made the playoffs his rookie season. He making the playoffs this season, and he's Mr. Consistent in my eyes. That's all you need. Just have a consistent quarterback with a great defense, establish the run, and see what happens. That is such like the Broncos to me is a scary team because of that defense. And I think Bo Nix is underrated. I think he's underrated. People think Bo Nix is terrible. I'm like, how is Bo Nix terrible? What am I watching? What am I looking at? Because then they blame, oh, well, it's just because of his defense why he's winning. Well, you do have to have a good team overall to win. You know what I mean? But I always say this to people, right? They had Russell Wilson prior to Bo Nix, right? And everybody was saying, oh, the Broncos got this good defense and Russell Wilson's going to put them over the top. They were terrible with Russell Wilson. Absolutely horrible with Russell Wilson. And that's Russell Wilson wasn't in his prime, but I'm just being honest with you. They were terrible. Everybody was trying to tell me that they were going to be one of the best teams. I was like, we'll see. I don't know about that. But yeah, they didn't make the playoffs. But the first year Bo Nix gets in the dang on NFL, he gets to the postseason. And in his second year, he's getting into the postseason. So we going to definitely see. I'm nervous for Josh Allen because I feel like he don't got enough riders on his team. I don't feel like he got a good wide receiver core. That's just my opinion. I don't feel like the defense is all that. And Josh Allen's going to have to do everything. He's going to have to use his legs. He's going to have to use his arm. He's going to have to use, his mind more than anything because that Broncos defense is no joke. It's no freaking joke. So we're going to see. I want to go Josh Allen and the Bills, but I feel like I just can't right now because of the Broncos. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. A.J. Brown got to go. Yeah, A.J. Brown got to go. Browns tends to be divas. Yeah, Browns. Yeah, for real. Yeah, exactly. I just don't think A.J. Brown is worth taking a chance on. Antonio Brown, A.J. Brown, yeah. Yeah. And look, Antonio Brown was amazing. But if they got rid of Antonio Brown, A.J. Brown's not on that level. Not even close. He ain't on Terrell Owens' level. He ain't on Randy Moss's level. Listen, he got to go. If I'm not even an Eagles fan, he got to go. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, everybody, if you haven't already. Like, comment, and subscribe. We go live for Viking games. Every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Shout out to Nate in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Pray forever. Mike, everybody that's in the building. Even if you're not commenting, shout out to you. We're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. All right, so it's mid. Let's be honest. Yeah, I think he's better than mid, but he ain't worth all the drama. You know what I mean? He ain't worth all the drama that he's bringing to a team. I will admit to that. At least make the catch and then complain. Then your team isn't doing enough. Facts. Not missing it and then complain. Yes, facts. Shout out to Rachel. The Patriots can run better. Hold on. The Patriots can run better than the Steelers too. Right. They're a better overall team, Mike. That's why I'm kind of iffy on the Texans because I don't care how good of a defense you are. If CJ Stroud plays the way he played against the Steelers, they're going down. They're in New England. They're going to have the energy. Tom Brady is probably going to be in the building. I'm trying to tell you. Drake May is like Josh Allen, y'all. I compare Drake May to Josh Allen. I'm not saying he's as good as Josh Allen yet, but he plays similar to that man. He can use his legs. He has an arm that he can make any throw. He is one of them guys, in my honest opinion. So, man, it's crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a good game. Denver defense has taken a step back the last few games. That's true, but the playoffs, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I thought you said. I think no. I think Knicks is a appropriately rated. He's rated as average to above average. Yeah. And that's nothing wrong with that. He's a young quarterback in his second year, and he's getting better. Broncos Nation, okay. Restaurant. Denver coach has a history of choking games with time to think about them too. Yeah, we're gonna see, man. This is gonna be hard to choke this game away. I'm gonna be honest with you. But the main thing though, I'm gonna keep it real with you. For the Broncos to beat, this is how I would think. If I was a coach of the Broncos, right? The number one thing is to maintain discipline when it comes to Josh Allen, because you do not want him to beat you with his legs. Yes, he has the arm talent, but you have to have a quarterback spy. He's one of the best. Like, people don't understand how athletic that man is, right? You got to make sure he don't get first downs with his legs. That man is amazing running the ball. He's super athletic. He's super fast. That man is a dog. So you got to make sure you have a quarterback spy, and also stop James Cook. If you stop them from running the ball successfully, meaning Josh Allen and James Cook, you have a great chance of winning that game. Because I don't trust their wide receivers. As much as Josh Allen can make every single throw, I don't trust their wide receiver core at all. At all. At all. So we're going to see. And the opposite when it comes to the Bills. Establish the running game with James Cook. Keep those pass rushers on the Broncos honest. And also, Josh Allen, use your athleticism, use your legs to get first downs here and there, and do what you have to do. Make the throws on the move to the left, to the right. Do what you have to do. And hopefully your wide receivers and your tight ends can make a dang on catch. Because I know he's going to throw some dimes. And do not turn the ball over, Josh Allen. You cannot turn the ball over. You have to make sure that you don't turn the ball over. CJ Stroud wiped off all the rest this week. He's going to be Texans all the way, period. Yeah, hey, Mark, I hope you're right, because I'm going to tell you right now, I got a lot of respect for the Steelers. The Steelers defense was amazing against the Texans, in my honest opinion, until that fourth quarter. But the issue is here. The issue is this, bro. CJ Stroud, bro, I don't know what's going on with his center and him. Bro, they going to New England. You think it's not going to be loud over there? If they go on, listen, when he hikes the ball and it goes over his head, he got to, listen, I don't know what the communication mishaps was going on in Pittsburgh. It's going to be loud in New England. So they're going to have to figure that out. They're going to have to figure that out ASAP. Because it was like he was snapping the ball right before he hiked the ball. He was snapping the ball low. He was snapping the ball over his head. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this in so long. So some of it wasn't all his fault with some of the fumbles. He did drop a couple of snaps and he did fumble because he got hit, but he got to get it together and he got to take care of the football. But I like CJ Stroud. I've always been a rider for CJ Stroud, but he has to play better against New England for them to have a chance to win. Yes, defense can travel, offense can travel, but also them turnovers can travel as well. And if you turn the ball over, you're getting cooked in New England. I'm just being honest. I don't care how good the defense is. If you can't move the ball and score, if you score only 7 points in 3 quarters, you're not winning against New England. You cannot wait until the fourth quarter to score 25 points. I say that respectfully. If you wait to the fourth quarter to score more than 7 points, Texans are going down in New England. That's why it really, like, CJ Stroud has to bring his A game. He has to bring his A game. Because if not, Patriots going to beat the brakes off of him. Because I don't care how much defense you got. If your offense is just going 3 and out, or they turn the ball over, short field position, listen, Drake made one of them guys. I'm telling you. And then you're going against a good defense at that. The New England Patriots got a good defense. A better defense than Pittsburgh. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that Texas will lose necessarily. Well, I kind of am. I think Patriots are going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans win this game because of that defense. But and I am because of CJ Stroud, because CJ can play so much better. I know CJ Stroud is a better quarterback than that. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Family Football Channel, Skull Vikings. Shout out to Chris Farrell for that. We're also going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody that's in the building. We're going live for primetime games as well. Salute to each and every one of y'all. And we will be going live for some of these playoff games. Shout out to each and every one of y'all, play-by-play style and live reaction. It's lit over here, so make sure you subscribe, man. It's lit. One YouTube family. Texas D is really good. Texas defense is great, in my opinion. They're great. The problem is, can their offense match them a little bit better than what they did against Pittsburgh? I don't think the Broncos stopped Cook as well as Jags did. Yeah, we're going to see, man. We're going to definitely see. All I'm saying is, the Bills have the best chance of winning this game if they can get James Cook going. Because like I said, I don't trust their wide receivers. I don't know if it's just the drafting for the Bills where they can't get a wide receiver. I don't know, man. I just don't trust their wide receivers, bro. The Texas game, painful to watch. Yeah. The defense scored 2 touchdowns. Don't forget. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. This is why I'm leaning towards the Patriots, but that defense is so elite, bro. And CJ Stroud, I know he's better than that. Like, I know people are saying that CJ Stroud, oh, he sucks. He's not that good. Bro, I think CJ Stroud is a pretty darn good young quarterback. Is he top tier like Josh Allen and guys like that? No, he not. He might be third tier. I think second tier is probably like Brock Purdy, guys like that caliber. But he probably like third tier. That's not bad. He's a little bit above. He's above average in my opinion. You can't rely on over half your points coming from deep. That is true. That is true. Bills versus Rams Super Bowl. Bills versus Rams Super Bowl. That'd be a nice Super Bowl. I don't know, man. I gotta get past this divisional round. Like, this is so hard to choose who's gonna win week to week. Like this, like right now. I don't know, man. I am so like this has been the best playoffs in a very long time. Being an NFL fan, I'm a Viking fan. I want my Vikings to get to the playoffs, obviously. But to be honest, like this has been, to me, truthfully, a very, very, very good playoffs. Every game has came down to the wire, pretty much. You know what I mean? Every game. The Steelers game even came down to the wire prior to that fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was just Aaron Rodgers they didn't have enough. They didn't have enough. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so you feel like that too? Bills and Rams Super Bowl? I don't know. I gotta get past the divisional round, bro. I gotta get past the divisional round. This is Josh Allen year. No Kansas City, no Ravens. Woo! Hey, listen. I gotta see him get past the Broncos. I'm not saying he won't get past the Broncos, but it's so hard to call, bro. It's so hard to call. Bears play Seahawks for NFC. Yeah, you know what? I like that though. I think that's a good prediction. I got Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. Bears definitely have a chance. Bears are having a great season, but I got the Rams winning. But hey, listen, you never know what can happen when you get in a Viking helmet and beard. Oh, man, I need one. Put some respect on the Texas Day. He said, put some respect on the Texas Day. I got respect for him. But at the same time, I got to keep it real what I'm seeing right now. I'm not saying that the Texans are going to lose, but I'm not saying I kind of am saying they're going to lose. Let me say that. I think they're going to lose to the Patriots, I think. But we'll see what happens. I got respect for him, but CJ Stroud has to play better. CJ Stroud has to play better. You know what I mean? Vikings should have played the Broncos in Super Bowl 19 on you. Yeah, man. Man, my Vikings, man, we got so many dang on question marks this offseason. We don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback in 2026. I mean, I feel like it's going to be JJ McCarthy, but then again, I got this feeling that the Vikings are going to make this blockbuster trade for like a Joe Burrow. They're going to make a blockbuster trade for like a Justin Herbert. They're going to trade for Mac Jones. They're going to trade for somebody, bro. They're not going into 2026 not getting a quality quarterback that can challenge JJ McCarthy for the job. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I have no idea how good the Broncos are, but Houston looks good. Yes, Houston looks good, but they can't turn the ball over. They cannot turn the ball over like they did against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They can't. I love their defense. Listen, their defense, their secondary, their safety, everything about their defense is good, bro. I don't see any real weakness on their defense. And their defensive line, their pass rushers will give any quarterback a problem. Any quarterback. It could be Tom Brady in his prime, Joe Montana in his prime, Steve Young in his prime, Patrick Mahomes healthy. Hey, listen, they giving any Dan Marino in his prime. They giving anybody a hard time. Peyton Manning in his prime. This Texans defense is no joke. But, and I have this big giant B-U-T, capital B, capital U, capital T. But can CJ Stroud take care of the football? Is his center and him on the same page when it comes to the snaps, the snap count? Because they were not on the same page. He has to take care of the football. If he takes care of the football and he can be the guy that I think he can be, the Texans could win this game. They can definitely win this game. But there's a question mark there, though. Well, I don't think it's possible for CJ to play. Just because you said that, I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right. And listen, I like CJ. We going to definitely see. So he will be better. He got to play. He got to be better. But it's my whole thing is this, though. But then he made some great throws in the game. That man got an arm. That man is talented. He made some great throws in the game. It's just he got to be more consistent, bro. He's so lucky that his defense held the Steelers to 6 points all game. If it was any team like say for instance the Bills, the Rams, like any team in the playoffs right now, NFC or AFC, whatever. Listen, bro, any team that's in the playoffs right now, they score more than 6 points, bro. The Steelers don't have a good offensive line. The Steelers' offense is not as good, respectfully speaking. Their defense is pretty good, in my opinion, especially in this last game. But Metcalf, he was dropping passes. Metcalf, I don't know, man. I do know. I just feel like the Steelers was probably the weakest team left in the playoffs. And I say that respectfully. You might say the Panthers and the NFC. I don't know. But they're going against the best of the best right now. And the Patriots ain't no joke. The Patriots ain't no joke. And CJ Stroud's going to have to take care of that football. Rams versus Texans Super Bowl. Rams versus Texans Super Bowl. Oof. We going to see, bro. It's so hard to call games right now. This is why the playoffs is so good, because you can't really, you have an opinion on who's going to win, but it could go either way. Any of these teams could lose, bro. It's so close. Jordan Addison out of Minnesota, his third. Yes. He gotta get out, man. Prayers to Jordan Addison, but Jordan Addison, you can't. If I was the head coach, if I was the owner, we're trying to build a good culture in Minnesota, and if you keep on getting arrested or you keep getting into trouble in the offseason, bro, we need some prayer, you need some help, and it's the unfortunate truth. He got to go. He got to get released. As boring as it is, the Vikings' first pick should be O-line. This has been an issue since Cousins was getting beat. You know what? And I agree. I don't know about the first round because we need a safety big time because of Harrison Smith possibly retiring. I think he is retiring. We need a safety, and I want a defensive tackle. Either one in the first round. I wouldn't be mad if they went center in the first round, but I don't know if is there any center that's available. Is there any center that's worthy of the first round pick right now? Because there's a guy, what's his name? Jake Slaughter. I would draft him probably in the second round. Jake Slaughter, center. I would draft him. Look him up. One of the best centers in the game in college in that 2026 NFL draft. I would draft him in the second round or the third round. I would draft my center in the second or third round. And the guy I want is Jake Slaughter. But I think that you definitely need a safety. You definitely need a safety. You need a defensive tackle. I'm not a big fan of Jonathan Allen. I'm not a big fan of Hargrave. Them dudes is not, the hype was bigger than their play. And I say that respectfully. I like Jalen Redmond, but come on, bro. We need a tackle. Like, I'm tired of people running the ball on us. Even though we are a good overall team, a good defense. I mean, I don't say overall team. Total defense ranked number 3. But that's because of great coaching as well. We're about to lose Brian Flores. We have a big chance of losing Brian Flores. And if we lose Brian Flores, I'm nervous about what's going to happen this season coming up. That's all I'm going to say. That's all. I'm going to just keep it there. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be optimistic with Kevin O'Connell and his play calling. But my goodness, if Brian Flores leaves the Vikings, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Please help us. Help us, please. I say that respectfully. Help us. But y'all, look up Jake Slaughter. Everybody that's in the comments, when you get a chance after this live stream, look up Jake Slaughter. Y'all gonna understand where I'm coming from. I would draft them as high as the second round. You might get away with drafting them in the third round. I think you have to draft them in the second round. He might not drop past the second round, honestly speaking. So you're going to have to use that second round pick on Jake Slaughter, which is a good pick. When it comes to the rest of the offensive line, you might have to get in the later rounds, like a tackle or whatever. But I think Donovan Jackson's a decent guard. I think Will Fries is decent. I know that our tackles are Pro Bowl tackles. The issue with them is they keep getting hurt. They keep getting hurt. That's the issue. What do I say about J.J. McCarthy? The best ability is availability. And if you can't be on the field, it doesn't matter that you made the Pro Bowl. And I'm talking about the tackles. I'm not talking about J.J. McCarthy. I know he didn't make the Pro Bowl. I'm talking about the tackles. I'm talking about Brian O'Neill, and I'm talking about Christian Darrisaw. Right tackle and left tackle. They're Pro Bowlers, but they keep getting hurt year after year. So we have to be proactive and get a quality tackle, a developmental tackle, and maybe in the fourth round or whatever, third round, whatever round, we got to get a swing tackle. I would want, but we'll see what happens. Vibes, percent chance Buffalo bounces. 95%, bro. It's a 95% chance for me. I know I'm trying to be positive, but I'm being honest with y'all. There's too many great teams. Now that the Steelers are available too, listen, bro. You got the Ravens, the Steelers. I think the Giants is a good organization to be a head coach. You got Raiders and the Browns. But I'm just saying, bro, I think Flores is gone. I think Flores is gone, y'all, and I hope I'm wrong, but I give it a 95% chance he's gone, Angel. And I'm trying to be positive, but I'm just being real with you, man. And we're gonna have to start looking at not backups. We're trying to our backup plan. Actually, backup plan for defensive coordinator. What's good? How you feel about Texas defense? I am a fan of them, a huge one. Texas defense is, in my opinion, is the best defense in the NFL right now. They're the best defense in the NFL right now, in the playoffs right now. The issue that I have is not the defense; it's the offense being turning the ball over. It's the biggest thing for me. If they take care of the football and CJ Stroud plays like CJ Stroud can play like, if he can play well, the Texans have a great chance of doing some damage in the playoffs. Great chance. That defense is scary to go against. Scary. Listen, Danielle Hunter, He's playing on another level right now. On another level. Um, no chance Superman doesn't save the day at a mile high. Yo, okay. Hey, listen, Mike. I hope you're right, bro. We gonna see everybody that's in the building. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I am a Viking fan. Just giving you my honest opinion about the Mike Tomlin situation. Not situation. He's not going to be the coach of the Steelers after 19 seasons, and giving you my honest opinion about Jordan Addison. And we're just talking about playoffs, about who we think is going to win. We go live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. There's a lot of evil going on around the whole world, but I just want people to be able to come to this channel and just vibe. And all types of people are on this channel. It don't matter if you're a Packers fan. You know, I'm a Viking fan, as you can see. Got the Adrian Peterson jersey in the back of me with the autograph. You know, I'm a big-time Viking fan from Pennsylvania because of the great Randy Moss. I'm Philly, everything else. I'm a Sixer fan. I'm a Phillies fan. But on this channel, we primarily cover the Vikings. We go live for every game. And we're also going to be going live for primetime games as well on this channel. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. All right, so he said, Minnesota Vikings trade Jordan Addison for George. I don't know about that, bro. I don't think we can trade him for anybody, bro. Aiden. Cowboys would never do that. Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening. Yeah, it's not happening. Aiden, I get you, bro. George Pickens is a better wide receiver than Jordan Addison right now. And he's not getting in trouble like Jordan Addison off the field. They would never do that. If you would put in a first round pick, they might do it, maybe, but nah. Cowboys would never do it. Welcome to the channel, everybody. A 40% chance both number one seeds play in the last 10 Super Bowls. Wow, that's crazy. It's not a guarantee. It's a high percentage, well, not even a high percentage, but it's not a guarantee to be the number one seed getting to the Super Bowl. The safeties aren't good enough. No, Caleb Downs, Mike. Caleb Downs. Bruh, Mike. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. The safety aren't good enough for first round where you pick. Oh, okay, where we pick. Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, I read the last part of that. Okay. Now, if Caleb drops to us, I think we should trade up for Caleb Downs. I ain't going to sit there and lie to y'all. You sound more like a Bears fan, bud. A Bears fan? Oh, see, you must be new to the channel. Hey, listen, I got respect for the Bears, but hey, listen, you must be new to the channel. Listen, I got respect for the Bears. I got respect for Caleb. I got respect for Ben. I got respect for the organization. But I say this respectfully speaking. In 2026, the mighty Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off of the Bears 2 times. We sweeping y'all next time. Respectfully speaking, John, we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. Oh, yes, Lou out of Auburn is the better center. Yes, I like him too. But I like Jake. I like Slaughter better. Jake Slaughter. I like Slaughter though. I think Lou, he could be better, but I don't know where Lou's going. Is he going in the first round, second round? I don't know. He might be a first round pick, and I'm not going to use the first pick on the center. It depends, bro. It really depends on what's happening. You know what I mean? It depends, but I wouldn't use the first round pick on a center. I feel like I'll use it if Caleb ain't dropping. I'll probably go to best defensive tackle available. We do need a middle linebacker because Blake Cashman, you know, he keeps getting hurt as well. We need a lot of things, bro. We need a lot of things on this team. You might even surprise the world and go tackle in the first round and trade Brian O'Neill or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I like out of Auburn. Yes, I agree with that. I heard a lot of things about Lou as well. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. I like Jake Slaughter slightly better, but we'll see what happens. No center in the first round. That is for the left tackles. Nah, man. If the center is good enough, hey, listen, I would draft the center in the first round, but in this draft, I'm not because I kind of want to go DT or safety, depending on who drops to us. But you're right. My boy Mike said, at where we pick at, we might not. It's too high to pick a safety. Right there, especially if Caleb isn't there. We're out of Clemson. Yes, it's the truth. He ain't dropping to 18 though. Baylor, he ain't dropping the 18. Now, if he does drop, which I don't think that's happening, I would love to go get him. Hey, you speaking my language. I want a defensive tackle so bad. I want the next Kevin Williams for the Minnesota Vikings. Let me say that one more time. People that don't know who Kevin Williams is, one of the best defensive tackles in Minnesota Viking history. Kevin Williams is a straight up dog. He was a defensive tackle that was great at stopping the run and getting after the quarterback. That's the guy I want a defensive tackle. I ain't gonna lie. I want to be able to stop the run and get after the dang on quarterback. And I don't know if we'll have an opportunity to get that defensive tackle with the 18th pick. I am curious of what they're going to do. And Jeremiah, what's his name? Jeremiah Love, the running back. He not dropping the 18. When I'm doing these mock, I know they're mock drafts. I'll be doing a lot of mock drafts on this channel, right? And when I did the mock draft, he keeps getting drafted like top 5, bro. He's not dropping out of the top 5. It looks. I don't know, man. You know these mock drafts ain't the most accurate sometimes, but he not dropping to number 18. Jeremiah Love is not dropping to number. We need a running back. We need a lot. I followed Jordan Addison since he was in Pittsburgh. I'm a huge Jordan Addison fan before he was a Viking, but at the same time, rules are rules, and you can't be breaking the law every. Right. My boy got a fresh. Hey, listen, bro. Marcus, you already know the. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. You already know the vibes over here. Everybody in the bed, you know the vibes. Had to cut the locks off. I'm gonna go with the waves. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with the waves now. I'm brushing my hair. I gotta put the do rag on, get the waves back. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I had waves, so I'm going back to the waves. I gotta let my hair grow a little bit more. I don't know if you can see the waves now, but it's coming in a little time, but just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. AJ Terrell brother is in the league, and AJ Terrell himself is one of the better corners in the league. Should take a chance on him. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some research on him. Flores may be the third coach signed. That is huge. Just reminding you that he may still be blackballed by the owners. That is 100% true, right? I get it. You're 100% right. I still feel like it's a small chance. Maybe not as high as 95 chance he's going to be gone, but I say at least 75% chance, which is still high. I think Brian Flores is gone. I don't know what team he's going to sign with, but I think he wants to be a head coach. And he deserves to be a head coach. We'll see what happens though. We signed Linderbaum, then safety, then big Citrus in the third. How good of a center is he though? Mark, what's his? I mean, I don't want to. Matter of fact, let me just look it up. So we're gonna talk about Bull right now. Let me look him up. So hold on, y'all, real quick. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Oh crap. I'm gonna look him up and see what he looking like. All right, so Tyler. All right, let's see what he is. He's a above average center. According to PFF grade, his overall grade is 79.8, 63.4 pass block grade, and 83.1 run block grade. What do I keep telling people? Run blocking to me is easier than pass blocking. So he's average at pass blocking, but he's great at run blocking. It depends on the money. How much money do you have to spend? We don't have that much cap. We don't have that much money. So only allowed 2 sacks in 2025, which I'm fine with that. His run blocking grade is amazing. He's 4th when it comes to all centers, according to PFF. According to out of 40 centers in the NFL, he's number 4 when it comes to run blocking. So I mean, I love that. The problem is the Vikings don't run the ball that much. We don't run the ball enough. And if we go for a quarterback like Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert or somebody like that, or even Mac Jones, they're not going to run the ball as much. That's the only issue I have, because he is an upgrade from Ryan Kelly, because Ryan Kelly keeps getting concussions. But my only issue is we don't run the ball. He's a better run blocker than a pass blocker. And That's the biggest need we have. We need to have a center that's great when it comes to pass blocking. You know what I mean? I want to have an overall good center, but that's just my opinion. We'll see. I like I think it'll be an upgrade. So anything to upgrade this team, I'm with. Oh, my bad. He said that's all good. Make Tomlin's come back to the Minnesota Vikings. Nah, because he's not. If he comes to the Vikings, he's gonna want to be a head coach. He's not gonna come to the Vikings to be a defensive coordinator. I would be very surprised if if Mike Tomlin says, I've been a head coach for 19 seasons, I just want to break from that. I'd rather just be the defensive coordinator of the Vikings. Nah, it's not happening. I don't see it happening. He gonna look at Kevin O'Connell and be like, I accomplished way more than you. Why would you be the head coach over me? Respectfully speaking. Like, I'm not going to be no dang on defensive coordinator when I've been a head coach for 19 seasons with the Steelers, one of the greatest franchises in NFL. Why would I do that? I don't see that happening. Now, if Mike Tomlin was coming to the Vikings to be the head coach, now that's a different story. But to be a defensive coordinator, bro, it's not happening. Because Kevin O'Connell ain't stepping down. I don't think he is. But we'll see what happens. There's better beg Flores or Tomlin to save. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be. I don't think Tomlin going to be the defensive coordinator. He wants to be I think he wants to be a head coach. Flores wants to be a head coach, but I'll be pleasantly surprised if Flores stays with the Vikings at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you. Jim Schwartz, Brandon Staley would be Kevin O'Connell type of dudes. Yup. Probably. Hold on. Wait, how much did your Vikes score against Seattle? 0, right? I don't know. It was bad. Brutal. It was brutal. Our defense was shutting down Sam Darnold, and our offense did jack crap. Just nothing. They didn't do nothing. Our offense was not good this season. I'm trying not to even thinking about how bad the offense. I don't even want to think about it because it makes me irritated. And I start going on this rant. Like, what if the Vikings had a better average offense, or maybe just a little bit below average? We would be in the playoffs. We don't even got to be an average offense. We could be below average, just a little bit below. We were one of the worst offenses all season long. And I'm talking about brutally. Like, I watched every single game. I've been to week 2. I went to the dang on game against the Falcons. I was watching the whole stadium leave. Like, all the fans was leaving, bro. They left the stadium before the game was over. Everybody was going. I heard so many boos. I never would have expected Minnesota Viking fans to be like, yo, this is terrible. Booing the team the way they was doing it. I was like surprised. I was honestly surprised. But man, when you seen enough, I don't blame them. That offense was brutal against the Falcons. Brutal. I said, what am I watching? I said, gosh, the first game, I enjoyed the trip, by the way, going to Minnesota. I got Dante Culpepper's autograph. I also got a picture with Dante Culpepper. Was an amazing time, amazing experience. Now, but yeah, it was a good experience. But at the same time, I wanted my team to win. I wanted my Vikings to win. I'm going to my first Viking game. Been a Viking fan for 20 plus years. And I went to my first Viking game and they can't score. All they got is a good defense in that game. I don't know, man. Hunter flies like Superman. Yeah, you ain't lying. Hunter, a different type of dude. Mike, what up? Tip Top Help is in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, hit that like button, and also hit the subscribe button. We go on live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. And also, we going live for primetime games as well. Salute to each and every one of y'all. God bless to each and every one of y'all. And make sure in 2026, you reach your goals and you never quit. You never stop. Strive for greatness. Whether a hater's going to say something crazy, let that motivate you. Whether a hater, don't matter if it's a family member, don't matter if it's a so-called friend. If they going to talk that talk, you walk that walk and you be successful. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let me get back to the comment. The tip top is in the building. Mike, what's good? In my opinion, the Ravens head coaching job is the only one that looks promising. Yes. I'm kind of feeling like you're right. You're really right about that. I think that's the best job for any coach, to be honest with you. If you're trying to get a head coaching job, that's the place I would go to. I ain't going to sit here and cap. They got talent on defense and offense. Yeah, listen, I'm going to the Ravens. If I'm a head coach, please hire me, Ravens. Was to leave. But other than that, I would stick with Vikings. Yeah, but bro, tip top, respectfully speaking, that's how we think. He might be like, whatever team gives me an offer, I'm leaving. We don't know what's happening behind closed doors, what he's thinking about Kevin O'Connell. Because even though he had a great defense, the offense was terrible. And he's probably thinking like, do I have to deal with this again? Do I want to deal with this again? I want to win. My defense put it all on the line time and time again, and this offense can't score more than 25 points any given. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. All the pressures on his defense. Would he rather take the responsibility of a head coaching job on a team that might not have the most talent, but they might have the first overall pick? He could pick his quarterback. Whether it was the Raiders, I believe. I think they got the first overall pick. Like, or would he rather go to the Browns? I mean, I know their franchise ain't the best when it comes to maybe their ownerships. I don't really know about the Browns too much, but they definitely got a great defense. They have a good defense. They have some dogs on defense. You just got to figure out the quarterback situation and get some wide receivers. See if Shadir's the guy or not. But he might want to be a head coach, regardless of what. I know the best job to me and to you and to a lot of other fans is the Ravens. But he might just want a head coaching job, period. He's like, yo, I'm better than Kevin. He might think he's better than Kevin O'Connell. Like, I'm better than him. Why am I going to be the defensive coordinator? He needs to be the offensive coordinator. Let me be the head coach, and we can go find a defensive coordinator. He might be thinking like that. So I really don't know, bro. Like, I don't know what's going through these dudes' heads. I have no clue. Musical chairs. We just seen Mike Tomlin just literally left the Steelers. John left the dang on Ravens. It's musical chairs with the coaches right now. I don't know what's going to happen. Listen, this is the best time. If we didn't have Kevin O'Connell right now as our head coach, this will be the best time to go get a head coach. This is probably the best time you're going to have get a quality head coach. But man, oh man, we're going to see what happens. We're going to definitely see what happens. This is probably the best time for the Vikings to get a head coach if it wasn't for Kevin O'Connell. You got all these dudes out there, bro. We got all these dudes. And like I said, the playoffs ain't over. There's going to be some more people that's going to be available. There's going to be a Super Bowl champion they're going to lose their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling y'all, man. We're going to see. We're going to see. Max Brosmer led Minnesota Vikings. Isn't hard to shut him out. He hasn't scored a touchdown and he has 407 yards. Max Brosmer. I still think Ravens, Raiders, and Steelers are the best places to go. Mike, you pulling for the Bears? Am I pulling for the Bears? I think the Rams winning. I'm not pulling for nobody, to be honest with you. I'm just going to enjoy the playoffs. I like players on the Bears. I like Caleb a lot. I like Ben Johnson as a head coach. I like their team, a well-oiled machine offensively. Their defense is stepping up. They in Chicago. Rams is going to Chicago. But the thing about it, the Rams got an MVP quarterback, Matthew Stafford. The thing about it is Puka Nacua, or is it Nacua? You know who I'm talking about. Debatably the best wide receiver in the game. That quarterback wide receiver combination is probably second to none right now, right? They got a solid defense. I'm not going to say the Rams got a great defense. They got a solid. They're like middle of the pack. They got some good pass rushers. We'll see what happens though. We're going to definitely see what happens. The worst thing Vikings could do is get that injured cornerback there project. No, I don't want, what's his name? McCoy? Is it McCoy or whatever? No, I don't want listen, bro. And I said, and if it wasn't for, was it an ACL tear? If it wasn't for that, he would probably be the best corner. But no, bro. No. I don't want nobody hurt drafted in the first round. No. No. Respectfully. No. I agree. Mike, I'm 100% with you, bro. Mike, I got Niners, Bills. Niners and Bills. Bears. And I think I had Texans moving on too. I don't remember. Whew. So the Niners beating the Seahawks. That could happen. Brock Purdy is an amazing quarterback. But I just think Seattle's just a better overall team. I just don't think their defense is really good. And Sam Darnold's playing at a very high level. I don't see the Niners winning. They going home. Their season is over in Seattle. That's just my opinion. But I love what the 49ers have overcame. I love how the 49ers don't make excuses. They lost George Kittle, one of the best tight ends in the game, against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. And what did they do? They overcame it. Brock Purdy making clutch passes. Their running back, what's their running back's name? McCaffrey. Just amazing. Just amazing. One of the best overall players in the NFL right now. McCaffrey, listen, if you slow his run game down, which is very hard to do, he can also catch. He can also block. He's one of my favorite running backs in the game. Real talk. And it's just so crazy. I love Kyle Shanahan's coaching because when they lost, and someone brought it up in the comments, but I was saying it earlier today as well. When they lost George Kittle against the Eagles, what was the adjustment? Do y'all remember the adjustment? They started throwing to Kyle something, the fullback. So he was pretty much the tight end in a way. He was a fullback, but he was catching like a dang old tight end. That is the type of adjustments I want Kevin O'Connell to make. When we have an injury, stop making excuses. Make an adjustment and do the best you can. Adjust to what you have on the field. That's what I've been saying all season long. And people would say, Mike, Kevin O'Connell is the real listen, bro, I don't care about regular season statistics, bro. I care about postseason. What you going to do for me in the postseason? Because from what I'm watching, I don't care if we go 14-3 and lose in the wild card round. What's it matter to go 14-3 or have a good record and lose to the Giants in the playoffs? And then we lost to the Rams in the playoffs. What is the point of being happy about our regular season, having a whole bunch of wins and losing the playoffs in the first round, in the wild card round? Yes, you have to have a good record to get to the playoffs, but I'd rather barely get into the playoffs and win a game than have a great record in the regular season and get booted in the dang on first round. Let me talk that talk. I know I'm talking to somebody. I know I'm talking to somebody because I'm tired of feeling like that's all we good for is to just have a good record and then choke in the postseason. No, I'm trying to win a freaking Super Bowl. The Vikings ain't never win a Super Bowl, and I'm trying to get one. I want one of those. I want one of those. And I don't want to be the last team in our division to get a Super Bowl. I know the Lions don't got one. I know the Packers got one. I know the Bears got some. I don't want the Lions getting a Super Bowl before we do. I don't want it. I don't want that to happen. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being, he has such a good record in the regular season. Listen, I don't care about none of that. If we ain't winning the postseason, what's it matter having a great record in the regular season? Getting outcoached by everybody that we go against. No. My bad. Y'all went on the dang on rant just now. My bad. Did you hear Ben Johnson say the Packers in the locker room, that Green Bay Packers versus Chicago Bears? Yeah, it's getting spicy. Oh, wow. Ben Johnson is super spicy on. Yes, I love it. I love it, bro. Well, Johnson went from Lions to Bears, so he has years of not liking Packers facts. Mike, I really feel like the Bears better not fall behind big to the Rams because I can't see the Rams letting up and going to bed behind the wheel like the Packers. I just can't. Yeah, I agree with that. Drake May versus Caleb Williams is some people's Super Bowl dream matchup. Hey, listen, we gonna see. For for the meme Sammy, but it's gonna be Rams Bills for the love of the sport. We gonna see. Uh, Bears versus Packers. My friend is a big Rams fan, by the way. So listen. I got mixed feelings because he be hating on my team. So I got mixed feelings about the Rams. I say I respect what they got. I respect what they have on that team. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know, man. I got mixed feelings. Bears versus Packers. I'm watching that every year as a Minnesota Viking fan. That game, I'm making sure I'm home for Thanksgiving. Green Bay Packers versus Chicago Bears. Yeah, don't have that much. You have negative money right now. Facts. You ain't lying. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Mike. What's funny is Caleb Williams grew up on a Packers fan, so he used to hate the Bear when younger. Imagine being drafted in the division rival of your childhood team. That's crazy. Yeah. Addison off the field situations got me heated. Hey, listen, Darius. I think they need to let that man go. They need to let that man go. That's just my opinion, man. Like, year after year, bro. Year after year. Even if you had a top 20 offense, you made it. Exactly, bro. Mike, they not understanding. Some people ain't understanding that, bro. The Vikings should have been offended by what they saw the quarterback whisperer getting 9 feet of offense out of, bro. Show wins overhyped and held back McCart. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that Wentz situation was crazy, bro. Had that man playing with a dislocated shoulder, I don't know if it was a ripped labrum or whatever it was. That man was jacked up and had a brace on his shoulder, and he still was out there trying to play and give it all he had. That's why I got a lot of respect for Carson Wentz. Guys, let's mock, fams. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mock on. I'll probably mock tomorrow. What you think, Kevin O'Connell, McDaniels, and Austin Corner, and that head coach from ATL that got fired in DC, is that good recovery if or when we lose B-Flow? Oh man, that's a good question. I gotta think that through, bro. I'm still trying to keep a little bit of hope alive for B-Flow, but I don't know, man. I gotta see what happens. With B-Flow was like one of the biggest dominoes right now that gotta fall. Mike Tomlin is definitely one. John is definitely one, and we're not even talking about the coordinators in the playoffs right now that's still playing, that's still coaching right now. And his claim to fame is coaching Stafford. Yep, exactly. Coaching Stafford. Ben Johnson, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan are the quarterback whisperers in the league. Yes. Andy Reid, Sean McVay. Yeah. Put the Andy Reid up there. Yeah, that's definitely a fact. Isn't crazy you talked about Tomlin? Yo, we was literally talking about Tomlin this morning. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And the man is actually leaving to Steelers after 19 seasons. Crazy. Steps down after 19 seasons. We literally was talking about it this morning. It's crazy, right? Steelers is a good job that everybody would love to be a head coach of. Yeah. They're a good organization. They're just trying to figure out their quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. What up, Trevor? What's up, everybody? Yes, RIP to Kyrie. Yes, I hate he didn't play. Yes, I know, man. This is why when I talk about Jordan Addison, right? Prayers to him, because when you're driving 140 miles per hour on the highway, was it last year, whatever, last off season? I was like, bro, getting pulled over by the cops. Like, when you're going 140 miles per hour, bro, if you have a collision, it's almost a guarantee it's a wrap. God is the only one that's saving you right there at that point. God. When you're going 140 miles per hour and you lose control of that vehicle, you endanger yourself and you endanger other people. What would make you go 140 miles per hour? Like, I like Jordan Addison, but he got to go, man. We're trying to build a better culture over here, man. Like, talent ain't everything. He got the talent, but he don't got the mind. He needs prayer, but he don't got the mind. He needs prayer, bro. He needs help. For real. Respectfully. He wants to win Steelers ring number 7. Okay. Almost 30% of the league is looking for exactly. It's crazy, man. Hey, Mike, that's why I'm kind of nervous about this, man. Addison got to go. Yeah, he got to go. You were right. Yup. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. So if you're feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. Bears versus Bills. Okay, we're gonna see. If Bills do take it all, Josh Allen windows is closed. Bills do to. Would you rather us trade for Burrow or Herbert? That's a great question. I think Joe Burrow's the better quarterback. Justin Herbert, you might not have to give up too much to get. You might have to give up at least one first round pick. I'm willing to do that. I think he's a better fit than JJ McCarthy. And I think he'll be amazing with Justin Jefferson. And yes, he's 0-3 in the playoffs. People are saying he doesn't do good in the playoffs, but we'll see what happens. Maybe a new scenery, maybe a new team, better quality wide receivers. And hopefully we keep Brian Flores. If we keep Brian Flores, he has a better defense behind him. Maybe he can get a couple of wins in the playoffs. He's definitely an upgrade from, and I say this respectfully, he's definitely an upgrade from JJ McCarthy. I don't know how old Justin Herbert is, but he is a good quarterback. He's athletic. He's not as athletic as JJ McCarthy, I don't think, but he's better when it comes to the deep ball, and he can throw 40 times, and that's what Kevin O'Connell loves to do. So he has a big arm. Everybody better hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Shout out to TY. Here's the prediction: the Bears and the Donkeys in the Super Bowl. Oh snap! What's up, John Parker? Thank you. In the TY in the building. They want Randy Moss, number 84, the GOAT. Facts, bro. Facts. Mike is funny. Where is the worst best? No, Mike is funny. We're the worst best winning team ever in football. Yeah, bro. It's crazy, bro. I'm trying to win. All right, y'all. I'm getting off, y'all. Everybody that's in the building right now, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We're going live for every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And like I said, whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us. I truly feel that way. Everybody's welcome to this channel. And also, we're going live for primetime games. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Not all of them, but some of them. Shout out to y'all. God bless to each and every one of y'all. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week. And I will see y'all later. Our Carson was headed. Where that Max me can't play. Yeah, you might be right, bro. Mike T didn't step down. That's a respectful way to move and keep interest. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah, he might have got fired, Yeah. Stacy Stoltz, 887-22. Shout out to Stacy. All right, y'all. I'm getting off, y'all. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Peace. Have a wonderful night.